Claire, despite being the one who planned it, is relieved when Nikki and Victor agree to help her avoid direct responsibility. Claire knows that killing someone, even someone as evil as Jordan, will leave a lasting psychological scar. In an emotional conversation, Nikki comforts her daughter, "You don't have to carry this burden for the rest of your life. Your mother and I will protect you." Claire, despite feeling guilty for putting her mother in this situation, knows that this is the only way to protect her family from Jordan. The final confrontation, Nikki versus Jordan. The battle between Nikki and Jordan is not easy. Jordan, with his strong survival instinct, does not accept defeat easily. When Nikki tries to lure Jordan into an abandoned warehouse where the plan was prepared, Jordan quickly realizes that he is being set up. The confrontation explodes. Jordan, with ruthlessness and recklessness, attacks Nikki without hesitation. But Nikki, fiercely determined to protect her family, uses every means to gain the upper hand. The battle is long, tense, and dangerous. In the end, Nikki overcomes Jordan, ending her life in an emotional moment. But the victory brings no joy. Nikki knows that this action will haunt her forever, even though it was necessary to protect her family. Victor, the aftermath. Victor, as usual, takes charge of the aftermath. He works coldly and efficiently, disposing of Jordan's body and wiping away any evidence. For Victor, this is not only about protecting his family, but also about ensuring that the Newman family's reputation and power are not damaged. "We can never let anyone find out about this," Victor declares. While he understands that Nikki's actions are necessary, he worries about the potential consequences, both legal and psychological, for his family. Psychological aftermath and potential storms. Although Jordan has been eliminated, the psychological consequences of this event remain. Nikki, despite her efforts to appear strong, cannot hide her feelings of guilt and obsession. She wonders if this action was really worth it and if the family can overcome this scar. Claire, although not directly involved in the battle, still feels responsible for what happened. She understands that her mother sacrificed too much to protect her and begins to feel the terrible pressure of being part of the Newman clan. Victor, despite doing everything to protect his family, cannot help but realize the potential dangers. He knows that this secret will be a time bomb, and any mistake could cost the family dearly. Uncertain future, the storms that are not over. Although Jordan has been eliminated, the story does not end there. Can the Newman family keep this secret forever? Or will a new force emerge, threatening to expose the truth? The cracks within the family are also gradually revealing, and the question is whether the Newman clan can unite to overcome this challenge. Conclusion. The Young and the Restless continues to draw viewers into dramatic plots and deep internal struggles. The battle between Nikki and Jordan is not only a life-and-death confrontation, but also a testament to the fierce love and protection that Nikki and Victor have for Claire. However, every action comes with consequences. The Newman family, despite its strength, will still have to face new challenges and storms in their journey to protect their reputation and power. The following episodes promise to bring more surprises and emotions. Young and the Restless. Tuesday, Jan 21 reveals Jordan is in big trouble after Claire betrayed him. Victor Newman, the powerful man who always had everything under his belt, has just heard something shocking. Jordan, who was once a threat to his family, is hiding somewhere he doesn't know about. But this time, the news doesn't come from Victor's usual sources, it comes through an unexpected conversation between Claire, Victoria, and Nikki Newman. Claire Newman, Victor's pawn. No one knows that Claire is actually Victor's pawn. On the surface, Claire seems sympathetic to Jordan, as if she's trying to help him escape the Newman family's net. But in reality, Victor has secretly drawn Claire into his plan all along. With clever calculations, he has tasked her with finding a way to lure Jordan back into the light, so he can capture him once and for all. When Victor heard Claire, Victoria, and Nikki talk about the trap they were setting, he couldn't hide his surprise and delight. Claire had done exactly what he expected, lured Jordan through a web of lies. But what he didn't expect was that his own family members had secretly planned their own plans without telling him. For Victor, losing control like this was unacceptable. Jordan, an unpredictable escapee. Jordan, who had caused serious trouble for the Newman family, was being pushed into a corner. Claire had found a way to convince him to go to the Newman farm, which, unbeknownst to him, was a trap. Jordan thought Claire was helping him, but in reality, Victor was monitoring his every move. But would Jordan be so easily imprisoned again? He had escaped prison before thanks to his cunning and courage. In the current situation, if he was captured this time, all doors to freedom would be closed forever. That makes him extremely dangerous and willing to do anything to save himself. Mariah and a shocking discovery. While all the attention is on Jordan and Claire, Mariah suddenly makes a discovery that makes everything even more chaotic. While searching for information about the Newman family's plans, Mariah discovers a shocking secret related to Sharon Newman, the woman who has been at the center of many storms. Sharon, who was thought to be missing or even dead, turns out to be alive and being held in an unexpected place. This discovery raises a big question: can Sharon escape the prison she was locked in? And who is behind her imprisonment? The answer will not only affect Sharon, but also disrupt the entire complex network of relationships between the characters. The trap at the Newman farm. When Claire lured Jordan to the farm, everything was carefully prepared. Victoria and Nikki, under Victor's direction, have arranged all security to ensure that Jordan cannot escape. Nikki, who has always been ready to stand by Victor, shows great determination. She does not want her family to be in any more danger from Jordan. However, none of them expected how fiercely Jordan would fight back. He is not just a fugitive, but also possesses the cunning and desperation of a cornered animal. The confrontation at the Newman farm is more intense than anything they could have predicted. Victor Newman, the one who holds the balance of power. Finally, Victor is faced with a big decision. If he captures Jordan, he will lock him up in prison forever, ending all the trouble he has caused. But Victor also knows that this will not be an easy end. A man like Jordan will never be left alone, and the complex relationships surrounding him, from Claire to Sharon, could make things even more difficult to control. Will Victor, with the courage of a man who always puts the interests of his family first, choose to keep Jordan imprisoned or find another solution to completely resolve this threat? At the Newman farm, secrets are waiting to be revealed, while each character has their own goals and motives. Jordan, Claire, Victor, and even people like Mariah, Sharon, Nikki, all are standing in the middle of a dangerous web of conspiracy. Will Victor achieve his ultimate goal? Will Jordan be defeated or once again overcome all traps? And what will be the fate of Sharon Newman when the truth is gradually revealed? These questions are the fire that keeps the story of the young and the restless always attractive, making the audience unable to take their eyes off the screen. On a quiet night at the Newman farm, where the shadows of the trees sway under the pale moonlight, Victor Newman stands before the large window, his eyes looking solemnly into the distance. But deep inside, he is swirling with complicated thoughts. A shocking piece of information has just reached his ears: Jordan, the dangerous enemy who has caused his family endless troubles, is hiding somewhere. What is more surprising is that this information is not provided by Victor's loyal sources, but is revealed through a secret conversation between Claire, Victoria, and Nikki Newman. Victor, a man of foresight and intuition, is always at the center of every change. But this time, he is put on the defensive. He has no idea that Jordan is still hiding, and even less that Claire, his trusted niece, has been assigned a risky mission to lure the enemy back to the light. Claire, under the guise of a Jordan sympathizer, has secretly joined Victor's plan. With her gentle appearance and clever words, she easily makes Jordan believe that she is the only ally he can rely on. But in reality, Jordan's every move has been arranged by Victor, from the secret messages he receives, to the irresistible invitation to the Newman farm. Victor has decided that this is the time to end all games. But he does not know that his family is also playing their own cards, trapping Jordan without consulting him. Jordan is not an easy person to deal with. He has escaped Victor's hands before, using his cunning and courage. But this time, he is facing a much bigger trap, a web created by the calculations of the entire Newman family. When Claire sweetly convinces him to go to the Newman farm, Jordan does not realize that he is being led into a golden cage, where all escape routes are locked. Jordan's every move is fraught with uncertainty. He begins to doubt Claire's loyalty, but he has no choice. She is the only one with information about the next safe haven, and he cannot let this opportunity slip by. As Jordan and Claire head toward the Newman farm, Mariah, curious and determined by nature, is digging into the secrets her family has always tried to keep hidden. While searching for information about the plan to capture Jordan, Mariah makes a shocking discovery: Sharon Newman, the woman her family thought was lost forever, is actually still alive. But what's even more terrifying is that Sharon is being held in a secret location, and the person behind it may be someone no one expected. Mariah's discovery not only shocks her, but also shakes everything she believes about her family. Was Sharon really being held captive by the Newman family, or was she the victim of an unsuspecting enemy? Mariah knew that revealing this secret could put her in danger, but she was determined to bring it all to light. On a dirt road leading to the Newman farm, Jordan stepped out of the car with a wary look. Claire, with a gentle but meaningful smile, led him inside. There, Nikki and Victoria were ready. Neither of them showed any emotion, but inside they were worried and determined. Nikki, the mother who always protected her family at all costs, knew that this time they could not let Jordan escape. Victor appeared, his cold eyes swept over Jordan. He knew that if he let Jordan escape this time, the dangers he brought would never end. But what he did not expect was that Jordan had prepared for this encounter. With a secret phone and his own escape plan, Jordan has calculated every step to overcome Victor and the trap set by the Newman family. When facing Victor, Jordan shows no fear. He mocks Victor, saying that the Newman family cannot keep him forever. Jordan's words are like a spark that ignites the anger in Victor. But before Victor can make a move, an unexpected event occurs. Mariah appears with information about Sharon. Her voice rings out, breaking the tense atmosphere. Sharon is alive. And someone in our family has her captive. This news shakes everyone. Victor is stunned, Claire tries to hide her confusion, and Nikki stares at Mariah, as if everything is falling apart right before her eyes. Will the plan to capture Jordan succeed, or will he once again escape in the chaos? Where will the secret about Sharon lead the Newman family, and who is really behind the plot to imprison her? In this world of intrigue and secrecy, anything can happen, and each character is on the brink of truth and lies. Inside the cold walls of a secret room, Sharon Newman is fighting with her body and will. A powerful drug has weakened her, making every step a painful struggle. But deep down, Sharon knows she must get out. Her life is in danger, and no one but herself can save her. Sharon, blurred by the flashing lights in her head, tries to remember everything. Who did this to her? Why is she here? With every ounce of strength she has left, she gropes around the room, looking for an opportunity, a clue to escape. She thinks of her loved ones, Mariah, Tessa, and especially Nick. Their images become a powerful force to fight the confusion that is consuming her. But can Sharon summon enough strength to save herself, or will she have to wait for someone to rescue her? Nick Newman and Chance Chancellor are following a trail of clues to Sharon's disappearance. A confidential source leads them to an abandoned warehouse, where small clues reveal a much bigger secret. Under the light of a flashlight, they discover a handkerchief that smells of anesthetic, a clear sign that Sharon was kidnapped and drugged there. Nick, with a worried heart, knows that time is running out. And Chance, with his police instincts, begins to piece together the events. But will they get there in time to save Sharon, before the worst happens? Meanwhile, at Society, Mariah sits quietly by the window, thinking about the recent events. But when she looks through the glass, she suddenly sees Ian Ward, the former cult leader, and someone who has caused serious trouble for her family, behaving suspiciously with Tessa. Mariah's heart sinks. She couldn't believe that Ian, with his dark past, dared to appear here and approach Tessa. Mariah rushed inside, her eyes filled with anger. Without thinking, she faced Ian directly, demanding that he leave Tessa immediately. But what surprised her more was Tessa's reaction. Instead of standing by Mariah, Tessa spoke up to defend Ian, saying that he had done nothing wrong. This left Mariah in a state of extreme confusion. Was Tessa hiding something, or was she just fooled by Ian's fake appearance? Billy Abbott, who had a complicated relationship with the Newman family, was starting to rethink his decisions. With all the troubles that had happened recently, Billy felt that he needed to change his approach to life and the people around him. He wondered whether he should return to support the Newman family while they were facing so many storms, or continue on his own path. Billy's thoughts could be a game changer, but it depends on which side he's on. Victor Newman, aka the Mustache, is always a man who never misses an opportunity to gain control. This time, his target is Jordan, who has caused a lot of trouble for the Newman family. With his sharpness and experience, Victor has devised a plan to trap Jordan. By Thursday, everything is ready. He confronts Jordan directly, cornering her. Jordan, with her cool exterior, knows she's in a dangerous situation. But she's not one to be cowed. Victor, despite his careful preparation, is faced with the question: will he continue to hold Jordan captive, or will he find a way to make a deal to avoid further trouble? And perhaps most curiously, will Jordan, after all, find a way to make amends, or will she be trapped forever in a cycle of revenge? Meanwhile, Victoria Newman can't help but worry about Claire. She senses that something is not quite right with the woman. Claire is acting strangely, and Victoria suspects that she may be hiding a secret that involves the Newman family. But are Victoria's concerns justified, or are they just the exaggerations of a woman determined to protect her family at all costs? As the pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place, all the characters are drawn into a dangerous web of intrigue and betrayal. Can Sharon escape the nightmare and return safely? How will Nick and Chance deal with the clues they've uncovered? Can Mariah protect Tessa, or will their love be shaken by the arrival of Ian Ward? And finally, how will Victor Newman, with his decisiveness, deal with Jordan? All these questions promise to explode the upcoming episodes, making the audience unable to take their eyes off the screen. The Young and the Restless continues to take viewers on an emotional journey, where love, betrayal, and determination to survive intertwine, creating a fascinating and dramatic picture.